It all began innocently enough, a mere curiosity-driven exploration into the darker side of the internet. As I navigated through the encrypted pages and forums, I stumbled upon a conversation thread that seemed to offer something beyond belief. An individual known only as Phantom Watcher, claiming the ability to track and monitor real-world locations. Skepticism warred with intrigue within me, but a sense of unease drew me deeper into the labyrinth. As I perused the thread, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, a sensation that seemed to transcend the boundaries of the digital world. Phantom Watcher's messages became more unsettling, detailing the methods they employed to trace individuals' movements, a sinister dance of surveillance that played out in the shadows of cyberspace. Days turned into weeks, and my initial intrigue had transformed into unease. It was during this time that I noticed a series of inexplicable events. My car appearing in locations I hadn't visited, the sensation of being followed as I moved through the city. The rational part of me dismissed these as mere coincidences, but the nagging doubt lingered like a dark cloud. Then, one evening, as I returned home from work, a shiver ran down my spine. The door to my house was slightly ajar, a silent invitation that hung in the air like a foreboding omen. Panic gripped me as I pushed open the door, my heart pounding against my ribs. The scene before me was a chilling tableau. An intruder had ransacked my belongings, leaving behind a trail of chaos. But it was the message scrawled on the wall in stark red that sent a wave of terror crashing over me. "You can't escape the shadows." The words seemed to taunt me, a reminder that the digital and the real had merged into a nightmare I couldn't wake from. It was then that I realized the sinister presence that had tracked my digital movements had found a way to invade my very life. Fear became my constant companion as I lived each day, plagued by the sensation of unseen eyes watching my every move. The intrusion into my physical space was a chilling reminder that the dark web's tendrils reached far beyond the confines of the screen, infiltrating the sanctity of my home. Sleep became elusive, the shadows of paranoia and anxiety dancing on the walls of my mind. Desperation led me back to the very source of my terror, the dark web itself. With trembling fingers, I sent a message to Phantom Watcher, demanding an explanation for the invasion of my life. The response was swift and cold, a chilling revelation that sent my world spiraling further into chaos. "You thought you could explore the darkness and remain untouched? The price of curiosity is eternal vigilance." It was a stark reminder that my actions had consequences, that the dark web's secrets exacted a toll beyond imagination. As I disconnected from the dark web once and for all, I realized that the digital realm had irrevocably blurred the lines between reality and nightmare. The encounter with Phantom Watcher was a chilling testament to the fact that the dark web's whispers could manifest into something far more tangible and terrifying, a force that shattered the illusion of safety and plunged me into a realm of fear that was all too real. As I navigated the labyrinthine network of encrypted websites, I stumbled upon a marketplace that bore a sinister name, the Obsidian Bazaar. Its virtual stalls displayed an array of contraband, illegal substances, and secrets hidden behind layers of encryption. The allure of the forbidden danced before my eyes, tempting my curiosity to peer deeper into this dark digital realm. One listing, in particular, caught my attention, an enigmatic post offering a substance that was whispered about only in hushed tones. The details were cryptic, the language veiled in coded euphemisms, but the allure was unmistakable. It promised altered perceptions, a journey beyond the boundaries of ordinary reality. Despite the risks, a sense of intrigue compelled me to reach out to the seller, who went by the moniker Shadow Chemist. The response came swiftly, a digital whisper that carried with it an air of secrecy and danger. The negotiations unfolded in hushed messages, a clandestine dance between buyer and seller. Shadow Chemist detailed the logistics, the discreet packaging, and the methods to evade detection. It was a transaction that straddled the line between excitement and apprehension, a deal that would bring an illicit substance to my doorstep. Days later, a nondescript package arrived. a mere brown envelope, innocuous in its appearance. Hidden within its folds lay a small vial, its contents a crystalline substance that shimmered like liquid twilight. The temptation to unlock its secrets was irresistible, and so, with a mixture of excitement and trepidation, I embarked on a journey into the unknown. The experience was transformative, a kaleidoscope of sensations, a departure from reality that defied description. Time lost its meaning, as perceptions danced like fireflies in the night sky. It was an intoxicating plunge into a realm of heightened awareness, an awakening of the senses that left me both exhilarated and humbled. But the euphoria was fleeting, and as the effects waned, a new awareness settled over me, an awareness of the risks I had taken. The substance's power was undeniable, but its origins and long-term effects were shrouded in mystery. In the aftermath of the experience, a sense of regret mingled with fascination, a haunting reminder of the choices that had led me down this treacherous path. As I navigated away from the dark web's clutches, a sense of unease lingered. The encounter with Shadow Chemist had exposed the duality of the digital realm, a world where forbidden knowledge and tantalizing offerings coexisted with the ever-present specter of danger. The allure of the dark web was a seductive dance of curiosity and recklessness, a reminder that the virtual shadows held secrets that could transform both perceptions and lives. The experience left me with a lesson that extended beyond the digital realm, a reminder that curiosity could be a double-edged sword, a force that could propel us to the edges of our comfort zones or plunge us into the depths of unforeseen consequences. The dark web, with its hidden bazaars and enigmatic sellers, mirrored the complexity of human desire, the desire for the forbidden, the unknown, and the transformative. And as I emerged from the shadowy depths, I carried with me not only the memories of that intoxicating experience, but also a newfound awareness of the price one pays for venturing into the dark web's tantalizing embrace. As I navigated through the maze of encrypted websites and hidden forums, I stumbled upon a thread that seemed to reach out to me, a thread titled The Watcher. The messages within spoke of an entity that claimed to observe the lives of individuals through their personal devices, their every move and interaction laid bare for an audience of twisted voyeurs. Intrigued by the audacious claims, I engaged with the thread's author, seeking answers and explanations for their chilling declarations. The responses were cryptic, the tone both malevolent and seductive. They spoke of an online game, one that invited participants to willingly surrender their privacy in exchange for an exhilarating yet perilous experience. As I delved deeper, I realized that the stakes were far higher than I had initially imagined. Days turned into weeks, and the feeling of being watched gnawed at the edges of my sanity. Then, one fateful evening, as I sat alone in the dim glow of my computer screen, the chilling reality of the Watcher made itself known. A message appeared on my screen, accompanied by a video feed that revealed a scene that left me paralyzed with fear. It was an image of me, seated at my computer, unaware that my actions were being broadcast to an unseen audience. Panic surged through my veins as the realization set in. I had become an unwilling participant in this perverse digital game. The Watcher had breached the barriers between my private world and the digital realm, exposing my vulnerabilities to an audience of faceless voyeurs. The messages that followed were relentless, a taunting voice that seemed to pierce through the very fabric of my reality. The Watcher unveiled personal information, details that could only have been gleaned from my online presence. The realization that my location was compromised sent a wave of paranoia crashing over me, the sanctity of my physical space violated by an entity that existed beyond the reach of the law. As my fear escalated, the Watcher unveiled a series of twisted challenges, tasks that grew increasingly dangerous and unpredictable. Each refusal, each hesitation was met with a cascade of threats, a chilling reminder that my fate rested in the hands of a digital puppeteer. The line between the digital and the real blurred, as I found myself entangled in a nightmare that transcended the confines of the screen. Desperation led me to a final confrontation, a face-to-face encounter with the malevolent presence that had invaded my life. The encounter was a surreal dance, a confrontation that revealed the true nature of the Watcher. But in the end, it was a choice that restored my agency, that severed the digital chains that bound me to this sinister game. Emerging from the depths of the dark web, I carried with me scars both visible and unseen. The encounter with the Watcher was a chilling reminder that the boundaries between the virtual and the real were fragile, that the allure of the digital realm could lead to a descent into a nightmare that had very real consequences. The dark web's whispers had proven to be more than just words. They were an echo of the darker corners of human curiosity, a reflection of the power that anonymity and obsession could wield in the shadows of the digital abyss.